Alright, so this is a guide to get the Fire Emblem 10 Randomizer by Lord Mewtwo to work, because it does require some extra steps compared to most randomizers. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to just make sure our copy of Radiant Dawn is just an ISO. If it's a NKit ISO, you'll need to get it transferred into a normal ISO. There is a website to do that. That should be listed in the FAQ section of the Discord. And that will make it work. It does require just a base copy of the game. PAL and North America work. I forgot what. NTSC. That's the one I was going for. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need to crack open our Radiant Dawn. So generally speaking, we just go new folder. We're just going to make a empty folder. This is where we're going to put where Radiant Dawn goes. Also, our copy of Radiant Dawn should be in its own folder. This is because the program used to crack it open does prefer it. So the first thing we do is we open up Weebafoo. And we go load. And then we want to select the folder that Radiant Dawn is in. So in this case, Radiant Dawn, or RD. We say yes, it loads it. We hit extract image. And this is where we would go to our new folder. And then once we do that, okay, and then it starts extracting. I'm not going to go wait for that though, because I happen to have RD extract, which happens to be done. So in the case that you want to make two randomizers or anything like that, it is suggested that you make a copy of this folder, just so when you randomize your first one, and then it somehow like soft locks you, it becomes impossible, or it's just really unfun to play. You don't need to do the first step again. Otherwise, you would have to do that. All right. So we're going to open up our randomizer now. There's three different programs here. The first one is an enemy re-randomizer. So if you randomized enemies, it will let you re-randomize them to potentially stop soft lock. There's hard mode changes only, which is gets the weapon triangle back in hard mode, gets movement preview back in hard mode, and all that fun stuff. And then there's the actual normal randomizer. This one, all we do is we open it up, we hit load file, we go into Radiant Dawn extract, we go into Radiant Dawn, we go into data, and we select this files folder. And then we said okay. Then we can change whatever we need to do. So in this case, we're just going to do randomized recruitment order, include enemies, just to prove that it is working and all of that fun stuff. And then we hit randomize. And now it's just working. Changing classes, compressing. Creating log, boom. So now if we go back to where our randomizer is, we have an output log. And that opened in a different window, or a different monitor. So, as we can see here, our Micaiah is now Canagus. That's how much gauge he gains per turn. That's how much he gains per battle untransformed. All this stuff. You see personal bases, growth, so you know their stats, their biorhythm, all of that fun stuff. And you can figure out anything you want from this. Your seed is at the top. If you chose the randomizer to select which units go into the tower, it will also tell you through this. So it is very helpful. All right, next, since we have our Radiant Dawn extract now randomized, we need to open up Weebafoo again. We need to load. We need to hit Radiant Dawn extract. And we hit OK. And there we go. We get our Radiant Dawn. And then we hit transfer to image. Directory, we're going to do this new folder. RD random. Once again, this program likes putting things in folders, so you always just want to make a raw folder for this. We hit RD random, we hit OK, we hit OK. Oh. And there we go. And now it's going. And I will just do the proof that it's working to the end of this, so we're going to take a short break. All right. And as we can see, the thing is now done recompiling it. So if we go into RD random, there's just an ISO. So we're just going to pretty much drag and drop this ISO into Dolphin. And we're just going to make sure it works. So we're going to see if Micaiah is now Canagus. Loading from a memory card does work if you want path gradient spaces. So you can still keep some of your randomization things technically from the Yoon randomizer for that. Although, obviously, everything will be re-randomized. And there we go. We got Canagus and Khalil as our main characters. With everything transferred over, so authority stars for this entire group is now very high, because we got 5 instead of Micaiah's normal 0. And all of that fun stuff that goes with this. No, I didn't randomize skills. That's why they weren't on the... Okay. I knew I misclicked something. So yeah, that is a basic guide on how to use this randomizer. All of the modes are in here, so obviously all I did was randomize recruitment area, so that was the only thing on my output log. If I did more, they would be in there. Note, story promotions are not in the randomizer, so anyone can promote at any time. Yeah.